and welcome back to the Hitters Meeting, episode 21. And as per usual, I am joined with Coach Ken Anderson. Coach, how the heck are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. We just won 2 out of 3 from the Brewers, and the few guys that did listen to us had good series. So the ones that didn't had bad series. So maybe Tim Hires on the plane to San Diego will play this for the guys, so they'll be able to hit when we get to the Padres.
Probably not. We're not that big yet, Ken. But it was a good series. We won 2 out of 3. God, I don't know how we won 2 out of 3, but we won 2 out of 3. So let's do a little pick to click review. My little monster, Ozzy Albies, had the series 4 for 11, scored 4, drove in 4, and oh yeah, 2 bombs. One of them being the walk off homer on Saturday. Austin Riley was Ken's pick to click, and he continues to kind of be booty cheeks. He went 2 for 9 and 1 RBI, but unfortunately, that was one of the better players during this series. So, yeah, not a good offensive series. Offense is still an issue for the Braves, but also pitching. Not getting on that because we are not a pitching meeting. So, we're going on to the Padres. Ken, and we are facing one of our nemesis, Michael King, in game one. What do you got on Michael King?
Michael has been banged up a little. He's still good, and he's been better lately. So we're not getting him at the best time. He had some hiccups. He gives us fits. He's fastball, sweeper. I mean, it's the normal stuff that gives us fits. We don't lay off his off speed at all, so we must pick it up bad. We got to do a better job. I mean, I don't know exactly what Ryan. We've been busy today, but doing all kind of stuff. We got so many podcasts coming out, but I would say see the ball up and try to hit it. But we seem like we swing at so much stuff in the dirt, Ryan, when he pitches.
Yeah, we definitely have a tendency to swing at the sweeper off the plate. I mean, I vividly remember Michael King waxing us in the 2024 wild card series, I think it was. Yeah, 24, because we definitely didn't make it last year. And I remember Travis d'Arnaud swinging at a ball that was 5 feet off the plate, off the outside corner. So, yeah, he gives us fits for sure. So let's go over his pitch mix, Chad. He's got a sinker, he's got a fastball, he's got a sweeper, a changeup, and a slider. He is primarily sinker, fastball, and sweeper. He does sprinkle in changeups a little bit to the right-handed hitters. Lefties, you're going to see the four-seamer, sinker, and changeup with a little bit of the sweeper, but he tries to front door you with the sweeper. He's not going to try to back foot it. He mixes his pitches very well, and he does not lean to anything specifically in any particular count, so it's good luck and just see the ball. Right-handed hitters, your approach, we are going to hunt the sinker in sweeper windows. For the sinker, we want the ball to start off the plate, away to the middle part of the plate, belly button to high thigh. The sweeper window, you want the ball to start above the zone to the belt high and off the plate inside to the inside corner. You do not want to expand your zones any lower, and we may take some middle fastballs because of how much of run both of these pitches have. He combines to throw these two pitches over 60% of the time, so be patient and do not expand your windows. He is going to throw one of these two pitches eventually, and keep your direction to right center field, and do not try to pull him. Don't try to cover everything. Make it simple. He throws these two pitches 60% of the time to you. Hunt those pitches. Lefties, your approach, we're going to hunt the sinker and changeup window. We want the ball to start belly button to high thigh and inside off the plate to the middle part of the plate. If he paints the four seam on the outside corner 3 straight times, tip your hat and go back to the dugout. He will try to front door a sweeper, but it will start way outside off of the plate. So don't give up on those pitches because those sweepers are very hittable. Keep your direction to left center field and do not try to pull him. Ken, that is what I got on Michael King. I really tried to simplify this as much as I could because it just doesn't make sense to try to cover everything. I want to hunt those couple of pitches if I'm a righty or lefty and leave everything else alone. And I think that way, you're going to get his pitch count up. 2, you're not going to chase anything low, and you know where you want the ball to start, so it should shrink your chasing percentage east or west. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I think if we were going better, I think every one of the hitters in the lineup. The only hitters, though, and we've talked about him on the recap, is that we got some guys taking way too many first pitch fastballs down the middle. So my challenge to some of them is to try to look. I think Michael tried to get ahead of them, maybe ambush him, but I do love the fact of just waiting on those two pitches, and you got to hit the ball middle backside. And if we do that, we may have some success. We're going to have to score some runs. I mean, that's the fact of the matter is we're not scoring runs as bad as the pitching's been off. We're not scoring enough to beat anybody. So we got to score a little bit more. We got lucky against the Brewers and had some big hits in that series from a couple of guys, but we need to start hitting the ball. And you've been saying this on episode after episode. Got to hit the ball middle backside.
Yeah, you got to. Austin Riley, I'm looking at you. For the love of God, get your direction fixed. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm going to get on a little bit of a tangent real quick. I just don't know how you don't fix that at this point of the season. It's clear as day, especially if you look at your spray chart. You have a problem with your direction and your approach. It's not rocket science, buddy. Stop looking at your mechanics and just look at the big picture, please. All right.
Now, you got to say one thing, too. We talked about this. A successful day, Braves country, is if he hits a ground ball to second, a line drive to right, a ground ball to first, and a line drive to center fielder and goes 0 for 4. That's a successful day for Austin right now. He needs to hit everything the other way, and then we'll work on everything else.
I'd be happy with just center, right? Just big part of the field, left center, right center. Don't try to stay too far back. Keep big part of the field, man. My God, if y'all haven't checked out his spray chart, I put it out on X the other day, or actually yesterday. It's horrible. It's horrible this year compared to what he was doing in 23. Moving on to game 2, German Marquez. This guy's been around for a long time. He was with the Rockies forever. So what you got on him?
I have a bobblehead of German Marquez. I do. I went to a Colorado game. It's bobblehead night. He was one of their better pitchers. He got in a little trouble. We should be able to hit Marquez. He's getting toward the end of his career. The problem that scares me, we both kind of sent text to each other. He does have the knuckle curve, and you know how we hit the knuckle curve. Same philosophy. I mean, you're gonna think we're just making this up. We're not, guys. You got to hit the ball middle backside. You can't try to pull German Marquez, and if you do that, you can hit him. But we'll see how we do.
Yeah, it appears that the Padres and the rest of Major League Baseball have really figured out the Braves' kryptonite, and that is the curveball, because they had Griffin Canning lined up for this game, and they said, you're not starting. We're going to go with Marquez simply because his knuckle curve is elite. Slightly above average. Not elite by any means, but it's slightly above average. All right, so let's talk about him. He's got the knuckle curve. He's got a four-seamer. He's got a sinker. He's got a slider, and he's got a changeup. He attacks both righties and lefties the same way with the four-seamer and knuckle curve. The knuckle curve, by the way, is more of a 12-6 break. It has minimal horizontal movement. He will mix in the sinker and slider to give the hitters a different look, but his game plan is four-seam, knuckle curve. You can legit sit on either of the two pitches, but realistically, you can do both, and it's not really that hard in my opinion. Right-handed hitters hunt the fastball window and the curveball window. For the fastball window, you want the ball to start from belt to mid-thigh, inner third to outer third of the plate. The curveball window, you want it to start at you to the middle part of the plate and above the zone to the belt. Anything lower will drop out of the zone. Keep your direction to the big part of the field, and don't get pull happy. For the love of God and all Braves fans, please keep your direction to the big part of the field. Lefties, you got the exact same approach, except the curveballs are going to start off of the plate away. That's it. Ken, that's what I got on him. Pretty simple, especially if you just want to sit one of the two pitches. But again, I think you can hunt both those pitches pretty effectively. But if you're going to look lower in the zone, you better be able to read the spin, because he will try to get you to chase that curveball if he notices that you're chasing the fastballs lower in the zone. So keep that in mind. Keep him up in the zone, and you're going to have a very successful day. Ken, what you got?
Same thing. I think, game one is definitely the toughest of the three. But if our hitters would use game one to go middle backside, they should be able to hit Herman Marquez. They should. I mean, they should hit him. We should score runs, and we got the kid pitching. And if he can he's throwing more strikes, guys. That's what we said. He gave up home run. I think it was 3 home runs, Ryan, his last start. But the good sign is he didn't give anything else. So he'll go in there and do that kind of stuff. Padres' offense is borderline above average right now. We can score some runs. We should win this game.
I agree. And the Padres offense might actually, I mean, the Padres and Braves offense are probably pretty even right now. Like, if you took today and looked at both of them, I'm not saying the entire year, but over the last week, both offenses have been pretty mediocre. So somebody's got to break out, and I hope it's us. Yeah. Game 3. This dude absolutely ate us from the back last year, Ken. I was not happy about it. Randy Vasquez is coming to see us again. What you got on old Randy?
That team was totally different, but this team this last 10 days has looked like that team in 25. We should hit this guy. He throws 70% of the stuff is hard. We like hard. There's nothing about this matchup that we should not hammer him, but like to Ryan's case, last year, the 25 squad, he was terrible. We know that. They were banged up. Looked like he was Cy Young, and the squad's not going well. So hopefully we'll get our legs under us because this is a game. We're going to have our second best pitcher go. So we should win this game, guys. Come on, Brace. This one's got to go in the win column.
I will say, yes, our offense has been booty cheeks. Our pitchers have not been doing good, but we still found a way to win 2 out of 3 in the Milwaukee Brewers series, even though we hit like hot garbage. So keep that in mind, Braves country. I know we're struggling, but the boys are still finding ways to win baseball games, and that should excite everybody, in my opinion anyway, because we weren't doing that last year. All right, so let's go over his pitch mix. When I say this dude throws the kitchen sink, he literally throws the kitchen sink. He's got the fastball, he's got the sinker, he's got the cutter. Those are his 3 fastballs. He throws them 70% of the time. He's got the slider, he's got a sweeper, he's got a curveball, and he's got a changeup. That is a lot of pitches. But again, 70% fastballs. So it could either be the four-seamer, the sinker, or the cutter. There are real no tendencies. He leans, again, fastball heavy in most counts, but that's because he has 3 fastballs that he likes to throw. Lefties, you're going to see significantly less sinkers than the right-handed hitters, but you will see an uptick in the changeup usage. Righties, you will see more sweepers, cutters, and sinkers. So, right-handed hitters, our approach, we're going to hunt 2 windows. You got the sinker and four-seam fastball, and then you got the cutter and sweeper. For the sinker and four-seam, we want the ball to start belt to mid-thigh and from the outside corner to the middle part of the plate. Anything that starts in this window and breaks away, take it. For the cutter and sweeper window, we want the ball to start in off of the plate to the middle of the plate and above the zone to the high thigh. You want to keep your direction to the big part of the field and do not get pull happy. Make him get the ball up in the zone and do not expand low. That is going to be the biggest key this entire series is get the ball up in the strike zone. Lefties, your approach. We are hunting the four-seam and changeup window and the cutter/breaking ball window. We want the ball to start belt high to high thigh from the inside corner to the outer third part of the plate. The cutter, we will have to start away off of the plate to the outer third and belt to mid-thigh. Breaking balls, you want to start off of the plate away to the outer third and above the zone to belt high. Again, keep your direction to the big part of the field and do not get pull happy. So again, you really got to sit on that outside part of the plate with this guy because that's where everything's going to come from. Fastball and changeup, you can look more in, but again, he's going to try to fall that changeup off. He's going to try to throw the fastball up in the zone so he can tunnel the changeup, and then he's going to try to front door you with the slider, cutter, and curveball. So again, everything's going to be coming out of the same window, but you got to recognize, does it start above? That might be the curveball or slider that hangs into the zone. Or is it going to be the fastball that rides at the top? Or is it going to be the changeup that falls below? So you really got to, it's going to be a lot. So you either got to pick a window to hunt from or you got to try to recognize it. And if I were you guys, I would just try to recognize the pitches coming out of his hand because none of them are elite. They're all average right now, in my opinion. So you can do some damage against him as long as you get him up in the zone. But the second you start chasing down, you're going to be in for a long day. Ken, that's what I got on Randy Vasquez. What you got?
It's a good report. Hit the ball middle backside, get him up. We should try to hit a home run into the right field. That ball does carry out there, so in right field. So that's where you go for home runs. So I'm talking to you, Mr. Austin Riley. Hit the ball to right center, and you may hit a home run finally. I don't know when the last time you hit one, but this will be the guy he might hit one off of.
To answer that question, Miami.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't think Austin Riley can hit a home run anymore right now. Yes, Austin, I'm being harsh on you. You've irritated the crap out of me all year if you can't tell. All right, we're going to the bullpen. Ken, they have a nasty back end of the bullpen. We're going to start with the lefty, Adrian Morejon. Ken, what you got on him?
I wish he was a Brave. He is outstanding. He's one of my favorite pitchers. He has been a little off this year, but him being off, it means that he is actually getting a couple of hits here and there. He doesn't give up much. He's fantastic. He's very tough. And Drake, Matt, Ozzie, Michael, get ready. He's going to be the guy, whether it's 8th or 9th inning. He's going to be the guy that gets y'all. And I know we're repetitive. Got to take him the other way. If you take him the other way and stay on the ball, you have some sort of shot. I know he throws 98 miles an hour, but just hit the ball back at him. That's the only shot you got. He's nasty, by the way.
He is absolutely disgusting. This is why I don't know how people actually ever hit a baseball, is because of him and the other guy we're about to talk about. Repertoire. He's got a sinker and a four-seamer that can touch 100 miles an hour on a good day. He's got a slider and a changeup as well. Right-handed hitters, you're primarily going to see the sinker and changeup. Lefties, you're going to see sinker slider. He will mix in the four-seamer every once in a while. I do have a tendency here, specifically in 0-2 counts, because the hitters, righties, you tend to sit on the changeup. Lefties, you tend to sit on the slider in 0-2 counts. So he does have the tendency to tunnel the fastball in that area and get you by surprise. So keep that in the back of your mind. Right-handed hitters, we are hunting the sinker and changeup window. You want the ball to start in off of the plate at you to the middle part of the plate and belly button to high thigh. Do not expand any lower in the zone, because that is when he will get you to expand on the changeup. See the ball up in the zone and keep your direction to right center field. Again, just like what we said with Mizorowski, get your ace swing off as quickly as you can. I mean, if you read spin out of the hand, it's going to be a slider. You probably need to take it unless it pops out of the hand and as a hanger. Otherwise, if it starts in the zone and it breaks into you, please, for the love of God and all things that are good, take the dang thing, because there's no need in chasing that. We're hunting one window. Don't come out of it. He's already tough enough. Lefties, we are going to hunt the sinker and the slider. The sinker, you want to start off of the plate away to the middle of the plate, belt to high thigh. Anything that starts farther inside and moves in, take it. The slider, you want to start at you and off the plate inside to the inner third, above the zone to the high thigh. Anything that starts middle or farther away and breaks away, take it. Again, keep your direction to the big part of the field. Get your A swing off as soon as you can, and pray, because this dude's nasty. Ken, that is what I got on Adrian Morejon. You got anything else?
The Padres fall out of it. A.J. Preller will be able to get a boat ransom for this guy, because he is one of the premier left-handed pitchers and relievers in baseball.
Yeah, he might be able to reset his form with two guys out of the back end of his bullpen and then one dude from the rotation.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to the big boy, probably the premier closer in all of Major League Baseball, Ken, Mason Miller. What you got on Mr. Miller?
It's kind of like with us. I mean, you get to the end of the game, and if they've got the lead, this is going to be very difficult. He throws absolute gas, and he has an unhittable slider because of that. His slider, to be honest with you, it's not the greatest slider in the world, but it doesn't have to be when you throw over 100 miles an hour. So with that said, I'm just going to sit on the fastball, and if he gets me out with a slider, he gets me out with a slider, and just try to put the A swing on it. Mauricio had the prime at bat against Mizorowski, who threw a 103-mile-an-hour fastball and hit a line drive into left field. you just got to put your best swing on it and hope you hit it. So we'll see.
He is, in fact, one of the nastiest relievers in all of baseball. Unfortunately, he's not an Atlanta Brave, but doesn't mean he's not impossible to hit. So let's go over the repertoire. Fastball, slider. He does have a changeup, but don't even worry about the changeup. He's thrown, I think, 15 all year. So, again, don't worry about it. Righties, we're hunting the fastball. You want the ball to start inner to the outer third and belt to mid-thigh high. Anything that starts in that window and breaks away, take it. You have to narrow your window and stick to it with a guy that throws this hard. The only sliders we want to swing at are going to be the ones that start above the zone, to the belt, and add us to the inside corner. I know that the slider can start middle of the plate and break onto the outside corner, but until 2 strikes, you got to take that as well because you're not going to do any damage on it, and you're going to be behind. So you want to try to get an extra base hit off of this guy because you're not really going to probably put multiple hits together on him. So you want to try to do damage as much as you can. Lefties, you got the same approach as the right-handed hitters, but the sliders, you're going to want to start off of the plate away in the same kind of window as the righties, but it's going to be tough against that guy. So, again, set your window, know where you want the ball to start at. Don't want to chase anything lower because if he does notice that you're chasing the fastball at the bottom of the zone, here comes a slider right off of that to get you to chase that too. So, I know it's hard to hit 100 miles an hour up top, but, I mean, we just faced the hardest throwing right-handed pitcher in all of Major League Baseball, Mazeroski, so you guys should be up to par on that. So that is what my approach is on him, Ken. What you got?
As we said in the recap, whoever's ahead after 7 innings is probably going to win these ball games. That's just the way it's going to be. So you have to beat him. But to Ryan's point, Mauricio Dubon hit a 103-mile-an-hour fastball that was letter high into left field because if you can hit that pitch, put your ace swing on. Do not try to hit any fastball below. You can't hit a slider, can't hit his fastball. So just try to hit something belt high and try to put your best swing on.
That's what we're going to do. So before we get out of here, Ken, let's do a series prediction and a pick to click. You can go with whichever one first, or you can do both at the same time, whatever you want.
I'll go 2 out of 3. I don't feel really good about Monday night, but I think we can take Tuesday and Wednesday. And I'll go with Money Mike as my pick to click. Michael Harris.
You stole him.
Wait a minute. I'll let you go first. You took Ozzy, and I just went ahead and took a shot with Austin last time. So I get to go first. Me and him think a lot alike. This Money Mike should have a big series this weekend. I would tell you who my number 2 is, but I'm sure that Ryan's going to pivot to that one. So I'll go 2 out of 3, and the Money Mike. Pick the clip.
All right. We should win 2 out of 3. I'd be disappointed if we didn't win 2 out of 3. The Padres have honestly not been very good. They had a little bit of luck on their side early in the year, in my opinion. So what we're going to do, we're winning 2 out of 3. And Drake Baldwin is going to have a nasty series. I think he gets on track out there in San Diego. He's finally got a little bit of dirt back in his spikes. He's finally starting to feel himself a little bit. So I'm going to go Drake Baldwin as my pick to click, Ken. And before we get out of here, do you have anything else that you would like to say to the people?
Just mostly that we do appreciate you, and we want you to keep following us. We're going to add another podcast to the week. Me and Ryan don't have enough work. So we're going to add another one. You'll have to turn back over to the series recap. That's where we announced it. So catch both shows, and we're going to get it out, and we do appreciate it. Ryan is crushing the hip coil. So if you really want to know how these series are going, make sure you go back and check them because he's absolutely crushing them. And in the last series, the one guy that we didn't listen to, Ryan's the guy that we struggled against, that we shouldn't have, and that was Gasser. I mean, we had some pretty bad swings against Gasser, and he was able to get deep in the game. So that's my final thought.
As I said, I thought Gasser was going to give us the most trouble. I will say Mr. Harrison was absolutely disgusting, by the way.
They all pitched well, but we should have hit Gasser.
100%. My final thought is happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We didn't get to say that, and I forgot earlier, so that's my bad, guys. Also, again, keep your loved ones close. Make sure that everybody knows that who you care about. Make sure that they know it because things turn pretty quickly in life at times. One of the bigger Braves fans on X, unfortunately, has stage 4 cancer that has metastasized to her brain, unfortunately, and that is Miss at 3x5 on X. Megan is her first name. Any interaction I ever had with her was always a very pleasant one. She was very knowledgeable. She had some really cool stories back in the day when Snit was managing the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. So I always had great conversations with her. She's a really awesome follow, and it sucks for her and her family that she is going through this. Megan, my heart goes out to you, and my prayers are going out to you. And I just want you to know if there's anything that we can do. I think there is a donation on her X that you guys can go and donate to her if you want to. That is your decision. I'm not going to try to push that on anybody. It's your money. You know your finances way better than I do. But if you do and you have a heart of gold and you want to give a little bit, you can do that. So, Megan, I just want you to know that I was thinking about you, and I'm sorry that there's not more that we can do, but you're going to be in my thoughts and prayers. So, with that being said, chat, we're going to get on out of here, and we will see you in the next series preview. Peace.
You know what, boys? You guys are going to be world champions for the rest of your life.